Oh, I'm not too fit right now. Well, I've just gone past Stockman's Hall of Fame down there. Qantas Museum on the other side of the road. And this for me is turnaround point. There is the sun coming up. Oh, it's always nice when it's this cold. G'day and welcome to Running Australia. I'm Rob Malicki. Today I'm in Longreach. I'm going to take you on a short run, a couple of kilometres, along what they call the Botanical Trail, which at first looks, maybe isn't that exciting because it basically just runs along the main highway into town. But there are some hidden gems here. So let's go for a run and check out Longreach itself. Pretty chilly this morning. The sun's just come up over the horizon, probably single digits, so hence got the gloves on. Description of some of the wildlife as you're running along, and as you often see on these dedicated walking running trails, so static equipment for people to get in and do a bit of stationary stuff. Botanic walkway starts just there behind me, but first I wanted to take you up onto Longreach train station because this is quite a beautiful spot here. Covered platform. Apparently there are not very many covered platforms on Western Queensland train stations, but it really is quite peaceful and beautiful here in the mornings. Check this out. This is super cool. No pun intended. It's an ice kiosk. Have you ever seen one of those before? This trip around Australia's been extraordinary. So many firsts. Seen emus in the wild for the first time. Towed a caravan for the first time, really. Ice kiosk. First time. Oh, a four trailer road train. A lot of new stuff out here you get to see, even if you've done a lot of travelling around Australia. Okay, so the run starts here, 2.5 kilometres, heading this way. Basically the walk was designed to join up the centre of town and the Stockman's Hall of Fame, just sort of east of here. So 2.5 k's, good flat walkway. I think the segment for this on Strava is about 7 minutes. I'm not going to try that today, but I do enjoy having a crack at Strava segments. So stay tuned for another episode where I go and hoover up some Strava segments somewhere else. But fascinating, he finished in 1994, and plenty of different species of plants, as well as what I think is really cool down the other end, you end up with these plaques that kind of describe some really famous Australians, poets, musicians, and people of the land who've been important to this part of the country. So we'll have a look at those too. But let's get started. I've just gone across Anzac Park, and now we hit the trail proper from here. Going up the slightest of inclines here. Whoa. Got these little place markers as we go. First K down, 1,500 steps. Good initiative by local area to try and get people out and moving. Road train, 1,500. One of those, another plaque. This is a great one, Smoky Dawson. One of Australia's leading entertainers back in the day. Expert whip cracker, raconteur, storyteller. And did an incredibly popular radio show for many, many years. was actually lucky enough to meet Smokey Dawson. Jason Ford, if you ever see this, thank you, mate, for organising that. That was a super highlight for me. He's a young man in a bush hat. It's awesome to meet the fella. And then we got more famous people in their cruelty. Jackie Howe, the guy that shore 321 sheep in 7 hours and 40 minutes with hand shears, not even electric, hand shears. And then of course, Banjo Patterson, author of The Man from Snowy River, and our de facto national anthem, Waltzing Matilda. Just as we get past those, 2,000 metres up. Let's finish this off. Whoa, dog, whoa! A few bronze statues here in this lovely little park, getting close to the Stockman's Hall of Fame. Not much wind here this morning. And for airline buffs, Longreach Airport is home to the Qantas Museum. Qantas was founded here in 1919 as the Queensland and Northern Territory Air Service. You can actually go in there and do tours where you walk out on the wing of a Boeing 747. So that's pretty amazing. Sit in the cockpit chair if you've never done that. Whew. Oh, this is really pretty. Great way to finish off. You can't really see it on the video, but from town, it has been almost like a constant slight uphill drag. Maybe just 1% gradient, 2%. But by the time you're 2.5 k's down, you are starting to feel it. Oh, I'm not too fit right now. Well, just gone past Stockman's Hall of Fame down there. Qantas Museum on the other side of the road. And this for me is turnaround point. 3,000 metres from the middle of town. So I've slightly deceived you there. Looks like that main segment on Strava anyway takes you to the actual Stockman's Hall of Fame here. 1.8 k's long for 7 minutes. This full one, probably looking about 10 minutes, 11 minutes as the KOM. So definitely worth a crack if you're a good runner and you're coming through Longreach. It will be yours. Let's quickly duck across the road here and have a bit of a look at these classic Qantas jumbo jets. Here we've got Qantas 747 200 series. It's on my Land Cruiser, a 200 series. Boeing 707 in the middle. I think it's a DC-3. One of the first long-range jets that Qantas flew. Let's see what happens when I run. My brain goes to mush. Plane buffs, you will love it here. And now we're on the way back. 4,000 metres. Well, I'm going to show you a little bit of town as well. Walk around, tell you what it's all about. Where's the best place in Australia you've been running? Get me up in the comments below. Water tower. This is the first interesting thing about Longreach. I don't know about you, but I knew nothing about Longreach until I came here. I was just kind of picturing like dusty streets and cowboys and horses and droving cattle and stuff. And of course there is the Stockman's Hall of Fame here, which is one of the most famous tourist attractions, paying tribute to the early European pioneers and graziers and drovers of the country, which is pretty cool. But Longreach sits right on the Tropic of Capricorn, which basically, if you think about the coast, makes us as high north as Rockhampton, which is pretty high up. And it actually sits bang in the centre of Queensland, so almost equidistant between the Northern Territory border and the sea. Cape York and the New South Wales border, we're like smack in the middle of it. Tropic of Capricorn, that's the most southerly point that the sun passes directly over in the middle of the day on the summer solstice. So this is as far south as the sun makes its journey in the year. That's why it gets so bloody hot here. go check out town. Well, this is Main Street, Longreach. Actually, it was pretty quiet yesterday afternoon as well. One thing that's interesting is you will never see so many four-wheel drives and road trains as you will anywhere else than right here in Longreach. There we go, run done. Back at the Longreach Tourist Park. I'll drop the link to the Strava run in the description below. Please feel free to check it out and to follow me on Strava. And I'll see you next time on Running Australia. Have a great day.